there's like three basic rules of mosh pits, right? Like, tell me if I'm wrong here. If they want in, let them in. If they want out, let them out. And if they fall down, pick them up. Like, that's the basic mosh pit etiquette for anything. So the first fight I got into at Trespass America was I'd had enough in the pit and I was trying to leave, and there had been like a crowd crush. So I just want to go outside and get some air. And these three big dudes, like, I'm 5'5". I'm not a tall woman. They've all got a foot on me. They locked arms and tried to keep me in the pit. I had a drumstick in my hand and I started wailing on one of them. It's like, this is not going to work. They broke and they let me out. But that was just, it was like a dick move. Why did they try to keep me in when I didn't want to be in? That's just dumb. The second one was at the same show. I had the drumstick. I had caught it for my friend's daughter. This explains some of my actions later on that don't make sense. The daughter is 12 years old and she really likes this band. So I'm holding on to this drumstick. I'm at the edge of the pit. I'd gotten knocked and I accidentally let go of the drumstick. And without thinking about it, I went in after it and I got rolls. And like, so I fell down, I grabbed it. I'm being picked up by the crowd according to the rules, right? And I've got one hand on it. They've got their hands under my arms. I'm kind of being picked up like this. And some guy comes over and grabs the stick and tries to yank it out of my hand. At which point I double down because they're just picking me up, right? I'm like, I'm not letting go of this drumstick. This is mine. It's going to that little girl. Okay. He sucker punched me in the face to try and get me to let go of it. At which point I held on with one hand, let go with the other, and started like, I was so angry. And I had a good friend at the time who was at the show with me who, like, tell me if you've got good friends like this. She looked, she saw what was happening. She decided, Angie's punching this guy. I should punch him too. Clearly he did something. And so eventually the crowd around us realizes there's two women just wailing on this dude who's just trying to cover himself. And it's loud and it's chaos and there's bodies moving all around. So the guys nearest us are kind of screaming, like, what happened? And I just like shrieked, he punched me in the face. He got picked up and taken off. I have no idea what happens. But yeah, suffice it to say, all of you who are scared by the big, scary metalheads, they're usually some of the nicest people and most protective people that you will ever meet. I got punched in the face in a mosh pit and that guy got dragged off for mosh justice.
Well, here's the mosh justice.